For Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by the Butterfly Palace. Have the best day ever at the Butterfly Palace. The Springfield-Greene County Park Board reminding you to go play, and Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Drain Service. Call Southwest Missouri's best plumber today for a free estimate. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, good morning. It is Wednesday. We made it to Wednesday, and that's all I got. Let's do some news.
All right. Another big fire in the Ozarks. This one happened Tuesday morning in the Rogersville area. A house at Farm Roads 186 and 241 caught fire. It took 10 fire departments to get it out. No people were inside during the fire, but we do know that 2 pets were lost. Traffic cameras helped lead deputies in Camden County to a stolen truck. The cameras are known as the flock cameras and can zero in on license plates and alert police to a plate if it is stolen or on a stolen vehicle. And sure enough, that's what happened. 2 women were arrested on tampering with a vehicle and drug charges.
Well, interesting. This is also interesting. The University of Arkansas is vetting, apparently, the possibility of bringing back former head coach Bobby Petrino. That's according to an ESPN reporter. Petrino coached the Razorbacks from 2008 through the 2011 season. Then he was fired in 2012 after a motorcycle crash that revealed an affair he was having with a 25-year-old former Arkansas volleyball player who he had hired to work in the athletic department. Petrino was also head coach of Missouri State University for a while. You remember that. Arkansas is considering bringing him back as their new offensive coordinator. So that's interesting. All must be forgiven. Sounds like. The battle continues in Missouri for the ballot language regarding the question of abortion. Now, though, Arkansas is also making headlines related to that. Arkansas's Attorney General rejected the ballot language there for a proposed amendment that would restore abortion access in that state. That proposal would ban the state from prohibiting, penalizing, delaying, or restricting abortion in the state up to 18 weeks into pregnancy.
All right. This is the first day of the work week that does not have like a special title, I think. We had Cyber Monday, then Giving Tuesday, and now we are counting on this Wednesday. Here are some numbers that have been totaled so far. Are you ready for this? For Cyber Monday, apparently we just had the biggest online shopping day ever. $12.4 billion spent in these United States. Spending was up 10% over last year. And by the way, this was after a really big Black Friday as well, when Americans collectively spent $10 billion on Black Friday. So we'll keep you posted on the Giving Tuesday totals once we know them.
Spending a lot of money, I know that. So hopefully some charities got some of that.
Yeah, no doubt. But that's kind of wild to me, given the inflation numbers right now, that we had the biggest Cyber Monday ever.
Well, it'll be interesting to see whether people were just really looking for good deals and spent their money this weekend, or if there's more spending to come. I think we have to look at what the rest of the shopping season looks like before Christmas to find out if people want to save as much as possible so they'll spend the money now, or whether that's an ongoing thing.
Right. We'll see. Okay. Well, if you did shop till you drop and now you have to go mail some things, here's some dates you might want to consider. USPS says for delivery on time for Christmas, you need to mail out the package by December 16th. It's December 20th if you're going to go priority shipping. FedEx, meanwhile, says that you need to get it out by December 15th, and UPS recommends shipping by December 19th to make sure everything arrives.
Okay. As we head into winter now, it's a good time in Missouri to start bird watching, eagle watching, especially. Missouri is an excellent state for eagle watching from December through February. About 2,000 bald eagles are typically reported here during the wintertime. Some of the hot spots are lakes, of course. They enjoy the lakes, just as we do at different times of year. Three that experts listed: Bagnell Dam access at Lake of the Ozarks, Shepherd of the Hills Fish Hatchery in Branson, because that's just fish in a barrel, almost literally, and the Truman Reservoir near Warsaw. That's where they hang out. That's where they hang out because it's easy pickings. The fish are right there.
I do enjoy watching eagles. It is therapeutic.
Yes.
Yes.
They're majestic animals.
They are indeed. All right. This next story is a little bit bothersome. I'm not going to lie. Even writing it made me kind of want to throw up, but here you are. Amazon is rolling out palm reading technology to the business world. Amazon employees and other companies that use their technology will soon have everything that they need, quite literally, in the palm of their hand. Yes. Amazon says 99% of their technology will be able to be in a chip, and it could replace employee badges and pins. Workers will hover their hand over the Amazon One enrollment device just to access a location to let you in the door. IHG Hotels and Resorts joins the list of companies that have already signed up as customers for this new technology.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that either.
Although a lot of people are like, well, what's the big deal? They already do facial recognition and they already do but there's something about implanting something in my body.
That's what you said. You said
terrible idea.
Does it have to be a chip?
Well, it's interesting because I don't like it didn't act like there was like a needle involved, but it's like all in your palm, it says.
Well,
I mean, I'm not like a cyber person here, so help me out. But yeah, it sounds like it's very intrusive to me.
But your fingerprint is unique, so your palm print would be unique. Can it read the palm and know that it's you, or does it have to have something implanted? Is the question. Because you say
it's a new cloud AI chip. This is from Reuters. I was reading the one from CNBC, but anyway, from Reuters, they're calling it the cloud AI chip. And since it said chip, that's what made me think it's a chip. But it doesn't then go on.
They would say, I feel like they would say if it's a chip that is implanted in your hand.
Yeah. Well,
I think that's
Google box it. Google box it, babe. And I'm going to move on to the next stories while you're.
Well, people at home are already doing that. So.
Okay. Well, here you go. These are much happier times, much happier stories. Are you ready? We told you about the Gardens Aglow that was happening at the Japanese Stroll Gardens inside Close Memorial Park. Well, the Friends of the Garden and the Springfield Greene County Park Board are adding to it. They are hosting a new adults-only sip and stroll event this year. That event features complimentary hot cocoa, charcuterie. I think I said that right. Yes, nailed it first time. And a special drone light show. The Sip and Stroll, by the way, is adults only. It is $30 per person. You do have to have a ticket. And it's Thursday, December 7th from 6 to 8. So you got to make plans to be there if you want. You can find the tickets on the Park Board's website.
All right.
Should be a good time.
For them. It's a new idea. I like it.
Yeah. And then if you're looking for a free event that's fun for you and the kids, the Gray Campbell Farmstead that sits just behind the Japanese Stroll Gardens on the same property there is having the Christmas at the Farmstead and Bazaar. That event is free, open to the public on December 1st and 2nd from 5 to 8 p.m. You can get hot chocolate. Santa Claus is there. There is Christmas ornament making. So lots of fun things to do here in Springfield. Some of them free. Some of them you need tickets for.
Some of them adults and some of them family friendly. So that's good. Lots of options. That's for sure. There's a lot going on this time of year. It all starts with the fall festivals because they really kick in. And once they get going, it's heavy duty for a little while. And now we're into the holiday stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So sorry, back to Reuters. It says the proliferation of custom chips comes amid a scramble to find a computing power to develop technologies such as large language models that form the basis of services similar to ChatGPT. So that obviously is not implanted. Like that's data that you input, but it still calls it a chip. So I don't know.
Well, we know the chip is coming eventually. Eventually the chip is coming.
But
it's already in some places
palm reader
overseas.
is really nothing new. That's not new. In fact, in college, which for me at this point was many years ago, we had a palm reader to get into our dorm.
Get for real?
Yeah. And it had the finger, like it had little nails that stopped your fingers. But yeah, you had to have a palm reader past a certain point to get into the dorm.
Interesting.
Yep. Huh. And that was, gosh, not 20 years ago. Sorry. Like 15 years ago.
Okay. I'm surprised by that.
Yep.
But all right.
So that's what's weird is like, that's not new. And this is new. But yeah, CNBC calls it a new AI chip. So anyway, either way, it makes my stomach turn. That's all. That's all I know.
It's all coming. Okay. All right. Well, hey, thank you for watching. Wednesday. Hope you have a fantastic Wednesday, and we'll see you back here dark and early on Thursday.
Tomorrow morning. I know it's always dark outside now. Have you noticed? All right. Bye.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your Wednesday, November 29th. We are waking up with temperatures near the freezing point this morning. It's not so bad, and it's actually going to be a fantastic day. This is the pick day to get outdoors if you need to get something done outside. One of the warmest of the work week for sure, and we have mostly sunny skies on deck today too. Also, a south breeze has returned to the forecast for today. It's going to be at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. So overall, Wednesday is looking great. Grab the sunglasses and I would say a jacket as you head out the door. Temperatures not warm, but near 60. We will take it for late November. We are getting a little bit of relief from all the cold weather that we had around for several days. Rain, it's going to return this week too, but it doesn't get back in my forecast until Thursday, probably late in the day on Thursday, lasting through Thursday night into early Friday morning. Today, though, we're rain-free in the forecast. As I mentioned, we start with mostly sunny skies early on today. Cloud cover will increase through the course of the day. We've got this south breeze that's going to be bringing and drawing up some moisture from the Gulf. That's going to set the stage for the rain chances that are back in the forecast tomorrow. But first, we make it to near 60 degrees this afternoon. If you don't quite get there, I think you're going to be in the upper 50s. Temperatures are going to be warmest today. This is above average, and we'll watch the cloud cover move in later today. I think some of the cooler numbers will be up in our northern counties this afternoon, and then rain chances, they begin as we head into the afternoon hours on Thursday. I am expecting this little wave of energy that's bringing the rain chances to the Ozarks to be a good little robust chance for rain. In fact, rain chances looking about 80% for Thursday into early Friday morning. I think the highest rainfall chance is going to be Thursday night into early Friday morning. And I'm not really talking thunderstorms. I think there could be some of those south of the Ozarks, but some severe weather chances, in fact, possible down for portions of central and southern Arkansas back through Louisiana. That's where the thunderstorm activity will stay. I think it's just going to be general rain chances for us. The threat for thunderstorms for us remains low, less than 20%, but rainfall amounts, it's going to be a pretty good shot, about a half inch of rain possible, and the best chance of seeing that much will happen south of I-44. So we do have some decent rain chances heading our direction tomorrow. These numbers that I have in the forecast for the extended outlook are going to be near or just slightly above average too. We are going to see nice mild temperatures today, and then numbers are going to stay pretty mild as we head through much of the weekend forecast. In fact, Climate Prediction Center put out the new outlook for December 5th through 11th. So those first kind of 2 weeks of the month of December. And it looks like we're going to have pretty good chances of seeing above average temperatures. It's always a good indicator to look at that long range temp forecast to think, okay, do you have any holiday travel coming up? If you do, in the first 2 weeks of December, I think temps look warm enough for this entire time frame to support rain chances if any precip were to be out there. Something I always watch as we get closer to the holidays. You know, you start to see some of that cold air come in, and well, if you get a precip chance and the cold air is in place, it could be winter weather. No signal for that for us just yet. Today, temperature near 60 degrees. I have a wind at about 10 miles an hour, but it could gust to 20 this afternoon. Still breezy. Increasing cloud cover through the course of the day. Best chance for rain in this forecast is going to happen late in the afternoon into the evening on Thursday. Rain chances will linger into early Friday morning, and then I think most of Friday is going to be dry as well. We then see the sunshine make its return as we get closer to the weekend forecast, and numbers are back into the mid-50s as we get closer to Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. but rain will limit the high temps back to near 50 for tomorrow and Friday. So soak up that 60 that I have out there in the forecast today. Around the country, what's making headlines? Well, you probably heard about all those delays up in Seattle yesterday, freezing fog, closing the airport, and a lot of flights for several hours. Still some fog issues up in the Pacific Northwest today. And then for much of the country, what's in the headlines is this below average temperature forecast for the East Coast and much of the South. Heavy rain is going to be occurring for Hawaii. Poorly timed vacation, if you know anybody out there. And unsettled weather is going to be moving in on Thursday for the Four Corners region. That will eventually make its way to the Ozarks and result in our chances for tomorrow as well. All right, it is time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister question, sponsored by Scooter's Coffee. The question that I left you with yesterday has to do with hit music. We're starting to hear a lot of that Christmas music out. What is the best selling Christmas song of all time? That's the question that I left you with yesterday. And the options were A, White Christmas, B, All I Want for Christmas Is You, C, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, or D, Silent Night. In my house, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, we have like one of those plush toys that you can press the button and it plays it over and over and over. So in my house, the answer would be C, but that is not the correct answer for everybody. The best-selling Christmas song of all time is actually A, White Christmas. So congratulations if you chose A as your option. White Christmas by Bing Crosby. Bing Crosby is not only the best-selling Christmas or holiday single in the United States, but it's also the best-selling single of all time, with an estimated sales in excess of 50 million copies worldwide. So A, White Christmas, the answer today. I know some of you may have guessed All I Want for Christmas Is You, Mariah Carey, always very popular this time of year. That is not the correct answer, but interesting fact here, Mariah Carey earns about $2.5 million every single Christmas season from that one recording of the song, All I Want for Christmas Is You. Still, White Christmas wins out. All right, here's another musical trivia question for you. I'll leave you with this one for tomorrow. What was the first song played on Mars? Do you think it was A, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, B, Happy Birthday, C, What a Wonderful World, or D, Across the Universe? You can submit your guess over at aroundtheozarks.com. All correct answers will be entered to win a $20 gift card. We pick a winner every single day here on Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. So take your guess. Do that over at the website. You can also check the detailed forecast information there. Enjoy the day. It's going to be a great afternoon to get some outdoor time in. Have a fantastic day, and I will chat with you early tomorrow.